Okay, we are live. Welcome, welcome everyone. We are very excited that you came to join us tonight. Tonight is Ladies' Night, as you can tell by our lovely panel here. We have Adriana, Jackie, and Jennifer with us. We should have a few more joining us later. And these women are powerhouses in Ingreso Cybernetico. And we are very excited about the movement that we have started here, about what we've been able to do to help other people's lives. And we want to share that with you. We want to possibly see if we can answer any questions if possible. Like anything technology wise, you're going to run into a few snacks. So please bear with us as we try to transition between getting your questions answered and heading over to another screen. So we want to make sure that we're courteous of your time, and we're going to try to keep this under an hour. So I would love to go ahead and start with Adriana. Have her tell her story, kind of tell us why she got into Ingresso, what she loves about it, her experience. So take the floor.
What do I love about Ingresso? Oh my God. The best, the cream of rock people came into Ingresso. So I have to tell you, if all of these wonderfully talented and experienced young ladies and women and gentlemen came in, then you know something to it. And, a lot of us can. Are you talking or is there a delay?
I think it's a delay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to go over you. Well, the reason why I came over to Ingresso is, some of us have the benefit of experience that eventually, if you get your head enough at the wall, you're going to learn to sell ice to an Eskimo. Okay? So the situation is, I realized that after many years and many hundreds of thousands of dollars, I finally learned my way of doing well in this business. My way is not everybody's way. But the problem was that if my way works, it doesn't work for five different kinds of people. They don't have the same personality. So to me, Ingresso is so simplistic in a sense that it's easy to do. You get help from your team. People don't do it for you. People don't. It's instant money. You don't have to wait a month to get paid. They don't hold back. You don't pass up. You get 100% of your money right when they pay it. And they don't hold back. Limit what you can do. And it's not difficult to do at all. It's a social program. And if any of you have been, and I might get in trouble for this, if you've been in all of these major programs that are out there right now, and I'm not saying anything negative, but Empower Network, Wake Up Now, Telefresh, MCA, all of them. If you've done any of those, then you've been through the worst of them. And I see is the simplest that I have found so far. And if my team can duplicate it, like I said, you throw me in a desert, I will find water. But the problem is I want the same for my team because I'm tired of working alone. I love these people to death. I want to help them. I'm not efficient. But if I can bring them with me, and I'm already seeing they're filling their boards, and they're going up to 300 and 500 and all those other things, and I've been in it for a little bit over a week, that to me is the most wonderful thing I've ever seen in my life. But they could not sell one thing in Wake Up Now. And look at them here, they're thriving. So the most important thing I want to leave everybody with, this program is duplicatable and it's so fast. Within a week, they're making $425. Within a week. And that makes a big difference in a person's life. And one more thing. If one person happens to decide that that month they cannot do it, they want to try something else and they want to come back, it doesn't affect you at all. All that time you put in to get all those people, it doesn't affect you. You don't get penalized. You still get your money. That person comes back, wonderful. If they don't, then so be it. It's on them. And that's all I wanted to say for now.
Well, thank you so much, AP. And you're right. This business, I was in Wake Up Now with you, and I think most of us here have actually been in Empower beforehand as well. And I gotta say that I've never seen something so cohesive, so easy, so well put together, and so focused on people actually making money and skill set training. Because a lot of people have a very strong misconception between mindset training and skill set training. They're both important, but only one makes you money. So
Mhm.
understanding that you get into a team of people that are going to help you implement strategy that you can use on a daily basis, not just for Ingresso, but for any business that you're in. A lot of people don't get that. Ingresso was made for anyone, for any business that you have. And we turn around and reinforce those strategies with all the training we offer. So you're really getting a great deal just for getting in for a one-time fee of starting at $50. It's absolutely insane. And with that, I actually want Jennifer to really tell her story because her story is ridiculously amazing. She is the epitome of how this program can work with simply $50 and how you can go all the way through. So Jennifer, honey, the floor is for you.
Thank you very much, honey. Yeah, Michael and I just celebrated our 17th week in Ingreso Cybernetico, and we love it, of course. We struggled. We weren't in power. We had made a little bit of money, and then when we got back from the convention, when I got back from the convention last year, we hit a brick wall. We had 43 front line, and they all stopped. So we went from literally having being excited again because where we live, they literally give you.
Hey Jennifer, it looks like we lost your sound, honey. Jennifer, can you hear us? Hello? Hold on. I can. It looks like you're there. It looks like she's trying to fix it. Guys, give us just 1 second. We still can't hear you, Jennifer. Looks like your sound is gone. Okay. um, got it. So while Jennifer fixes that, let's have Jackie kind of come on and tell her story. She also has a very magnificent story, having been working in network marketing for many years. So she has a lot of experience in having seen how network marketing has transcended throughout the times, and yet still is here, still is going strong, making money consistently. And Jackie's a very spiritual woman, a wonderful part of our team, and something else that I truly love because we have a very Christian leader. Dwayne Golden is a Christian. Jackie is an evangelist, and many of us are very spiritual and religious people here on the team. So having that be so open and so wide, I truly love that about the team, and I want Jackie to come and inspire us and share her words of wisdom and story with us as well. So Jackie, come on and do that for us, honey.
Hello, yeah.
There we go.
Hello.
There we go.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Lydia, for that wonderful introduction. And just to let the viewers and little bit of who I am, a little bit of background about myself. I'm Jackie, an evangelist, an author, an online marketer, and also I'm a nurse. So I do a lot of hats, and we hear about Ingreso Cybernetico, a company that has literally changed my life for the past 10 weeks in the industry of for quite a very long time. I'll say 14 years. It's something that I've never, ever seen in the industry before. And so why are we here? Why is this different? Why are we asking people to take a look at this? And I would like to say that I struggled for so long, and I never gave up. I don't quit. And I believe that whoever seeks finds, and whenever you knock the door opens for you. So it was in my quest for success to make it in this industry that I met my sponsor, Alfredo Delgado, a young gentleman who is a leader that you want to have in this industry. And what I did basically was that I had to surrender. I had to surrender everything that I knew in the past because I realized that we are in a new age. This is the 21st century, and the younger ones are doing things a little bit different. And so for the older ones like us, it was a little bit challenging. But I knew very fast that if I had to make it, I had to follow the leader. And that's exactly what I did. And for the past 10 weeks, basically what Alfredo has asked me to do, I have done it. And I want to tell each and everyone out there who is listening to us that it's never about the company. It's never about the products and services. And that's my personal take on this. It's never about that because the company, people join you, people join me, and I joined Ingreso Cybernetico because of Alfredo, not necessarily about the products and services of the company. The company, and to round that up, I'll then make the company. Why we are succeeding is because we are working together. It's the power behind teamwork. They say teamwork makes the dream, makes teamwork makes the dream work. It is this. It is what we're doing here, and like the Bible says, that one chases 1,000, and will chase 10,000. So you cannot make it by yourself. When you come on board, you want to look over the shoulders of the leaders. Find out who the leaders are. Do your due diligence and look at those who are making the money. Find out, you will copy the leaders. You want to do what they do. Look over the shoulder, and I tell you, that's what I've done for 10 weeks. And my husband and I, we've made over 4,000. I mean, we're just scratching the surface. That's nothing as compared to what some of the leaders have made in the industry. Um, so for those of you who are here for the very first time and you're listening to us, please, you want to take massive action now. I mean, you're not going to know everything in the very first day. You can't know everything the very first day, but I want to achieve have more than enough help that I've never seen in the industry for 14 years. You have great leaders who are willing to take your hand and take you to the top. You cannot fail. You cannot fail. I urge you to take action. It's just $50 to start. Take your card out, take your credit card, your debit card, whatever it is, PayPal, make the payment today and get a leader and say, I need help. We have 30-day blueprints. We have everything. I'm a mother. I'm a nurse, and I'm doing this. There is no excuse. This is your time. This is 2014. You deserve the best. You deserve the best life that God brought you here on earth to live. Do not let anything, anybody hold you back ever again. This is easy. It's $50. What is your excuse?
Wow, Jackie, that was always love hearing you talk because that is extremely powerful.
Always love hearing you talk.
Um, and and everything you said is absolutely true because a lot of times we get into companies where people are following leaders because of how much money they make. But the problem is that you forget a leader is somebody who actually helps other people make money as well. It's not just about the shiny checks and everything that you see going on and the fancy cars or the fancy trips. It's the fact that these leaders are able to duplicate their results. That's what makes someone a leader. Huge difference. A lot of people are self-claimed leaders, and I've talked about this before on some of my videos that people will say, "Oh, I'm a leader of masses." You know, no, you're just good at recruiting people. You're just good at getting people to say yes. That's it. But you are not a leader until you're actually able to help people do the same thing that you do as well. And I love that about Ingreso is that we all have an opportunity to do that. We all have an opportunity to come in and say, yes, we want to go ahead and make, that extra money. And we have leaders who are willing to sit down with us and help us make that happen. Here in Ingreso, you are going to find that everything is right there at your fingertips. You'll get into a company that a lot of times won't have the information that you need, or you're fumbling around and you don't get it. You have a 30-day blueprint that from the minute that you start, you come into the back office, you follow this step-by-step video that's going to explain to you this is how the business works. So that way there's no excuse of, well, my sponsor didn't teach me. Well, I didn't know I had these tools. Well, I didn't. There is no excuse. That is completely eliminated with this system. On top of that, a lot of people don't really get the entire breakdown. So I'm going to share my screen really quick because I want you to see this is very critical in understanding your how this whole thing works. And I'm going to pull up this picture here because it really does speak volumes. I can get the picture pulled up. As you can clearly see here, we work from home, so I've got the baby with me. I've got the other one here in the background. This was not pulling up. Hey, Adriana, do you happen to have that picture, honey, that shows our entire product suite with all the information on it? I'm trying to pull mine up really quick, but it's taking forever. This is very important for you guys to see. So, okay, I got it up. Just found it. I'm going to share my screen so you can see it. Can everyone see that here? Okay, cool. So with this product suite, understand that when you're paying the $50, you're buying into a business center that unlocks a variation of products. These products are going to help you with any business that you have. Ideally, it makes sense to come in at the $150 level. Why? Because $50 gets you started, $100 gets you every single product that you have here. So you're getting digital products that you can resell at 100% commission, a prospecting system, sales letters, landing pages. You're getting an autoresponder up to 500 people. You're getting a free domain name, cloud service, hosting. Guys, this all around is just something that makes sense. If you have a business of any kind, you're doing business online, you have a brick and mortar business, this is something that you need to go ahead and have. You need to be able to leverage this. And even more so, a lot of people, see the one-time fee and they're like, oh, I can't come up with that. How many times have you paid $100, $500, $300 on something you don't need? Shoes, food, going out to eat. This is a one-time payment that's going to pay you in 6 different ways. It is absolutely critical that if you're trying to make money online, if you're absolutely trying to get financially free, if you are serious about automating your business, this is something you want to get into. And the beauty of it is that there's 2 different ways you can leverage this. Maybe you're in Wake Up Now, maybe you're in Empower, maybe you're in Vima or Instant Lifestyle Network. I don't know what you're in, but you want to go ahead and leverage additional tools. Then buy from us, but don't use the income opportunity. Simply pay that one-time fee. Then you'll pay $25 a month. That's it. That is the only fee that you'll pay per month. And that will keep you active to keep using all the tools. You never have to promote it. You can simply use the tools to your leisure. You get it? AWeber just went down, 2 weeks ago? People lost all kinds of information. They couldn't email anyone. And anyone knows time is money. Our autoresponder is completely self-hosted. It is completely backed up by Ingreso Cybernetico. They have a fantastic team because software is what they do. It is their core business. So you can leverage a system like that. Or you can say, I want to go ahead and also take advantage of the opportunity. 6 people is all it takes to fill your board. We have a 2x2 force matrix. You get 2 people, those two get 2 people, and your board could you get to go ahead and cycle. Very simple system. You get paid 3 times the amount that you initially put in. So if it's $50, you get paid 125. 100, you get paid 300. 300, 900. You see how easy this adds up? Those are those pretty little checks that you see on everyone's Facebook page and you've seen floating around. That's the representation of that, those cycle checks. But that's only one of 6 different ways to get paid. There is a residual income way. A lot of people have gotten that confused. They say, well, I don't see the residual income. It's absolutely simple. We have all of that information back there. You can get paid down to 11 levels per, you're talking per person. The compensation plan is absolutely insane. So, you guys have really got to understand the power of this, why so many people have decided to leverage this on top of their other businesses, or why some people, great leaders have even decided, we're going to go ahead and use this instead because the payout just makes a whole lot more sense than anything else out there. The opportunity of what they're getting, the fact that you can literally go ahead and call the CEO. How many of you guys in your current business today can pick up the phone and call the CEO of your company? How many of you guys are friends with the CEO on Facebook and he actually pays attention to the things that you're doing?
I never spoke to the board, and I was always in the top 100.
And look at that. Look at that. You got people who are making CEOs money, hand over fist, and they don't even reach out to you. Dwayne has got to be the most hands-on CEO I've met in my life, and I've been in corporate America for 10 years.
And look at the beauty of this thing. People say they don't have money. I totally get it. I understand it. But if you must, you can come up with $50. I don't care if you borrow from your aunt, your sister, whatever. $10 from 5 friends. For the $50, if you put that board, and it's only 6 people, but it's 6 people together. So if you bring in 2 friends, it's 3 people. Getting 3 more, you get $125. So you get $100. $25 will take care of the monthly fee for next month. Then you take 100, flip it to the $100 board. Do you get paid that month? But no. You got a 50 because you get another board for 50 for free. You never have to pay for it again. And then you get a $100 board. So when you put those 2 boards, you get $425, and you get another 100 and another 50. So you can go ahead and scale up to the 300, and the 300 pays 900. You can keep doing that until you reach the $7,500 level, which is called the executive something or other. And that pays out $20,500. So for your initial investment of $50 and nothing else, no upgrades to your whiskey and whatever, that's how much money you will make. There's no reason why you can't make money in this company unless you decide to sign up and just keep on a perpetual vacation your whole time. There's no reason. Because if you on your wall, look, I got a $125 check, people are going to come to you and say, how did you do that? And you're going to tell them. Or you're going to invite them to these hangouts, and they're going to want to know more. Right?
Can you guys hear me yet?
There we go. Hey, Jennifer.
It's like I lost connection. I'm like, oh, God, hold on. So, you guys are right. There's nothing better than being able to see somebody on your team making money right out of the gate. Michael and I were in this business 12 hours when we made our first $125, and we were still learning it. I mean, we got signed in under Pete Delmonico, which is my sponsor, who I absolutely love, and it was him and John Gilardi that actually talked to me about it because Pete was worried. He, we've known each other a little over a year now, and he was very, very worried about our family. Pete's like our brother now, and so he was concerned that we were going to go down a bad path. So he had John reach out to me, and that's when this whole process started 17 weeks ago. So we did get in at the 150 level, which is the $1,500 level. We were, going, okay, well, that's all we can really muster. And so, we just went to work because we knew we needed to make money fast. Because where we live, it's a condex, and if you don't pay your rent by the 30th day of the month, by 5 o'clock, they put you in an eviction status. So it was very scary last year, like going, oh my God, how are we going to come up with this money? But we did it. We made it through. I don't, by God's wings, I swear, that he just brought us to this company. He brought John and Pete to us, and, and he put us in the situation to help a lot of people. So, it's kind of neat now because we went from, really, really being afraid every day of what was going to happen to our lives. And, we went through the whole, like, my family, that I love them to death. I'm here now. But they're like, they were poking at me for years, like, God, you're still doing that crap? What are you doing? And I'm like, I'm telling you, we're going to find something and make it. And we did here. So, being able to be around my cousins and have them all talk to me, they're like, I hear you're doing really good. I'm so proud of you. It's so exciting. You guys worked so hard. I'm so glad it's finally working for you. That's huge to me. I have a very, very close-knit family, so that was very, very, very big to me. But, it's not just about me making money because yeah, great. We're finally in a position where we're not stressing anymore. I went out and spent $500 on ferrets yesterday. 17 weeks ago, I would have never thought about that. Michael's like, you sure we can do it? I'm like, we can always make more, So it's kind of like a whole new world for us. But watching my team, having known that Michael, my fiance, actually spoke to Alfredo, and look at all the people he's touching every single day, from becoming a part of this company. He brought Adriana to the table, and explained this to her. I talked to Dwayne Golden Sr., the CEO, at least 4 times a week. And so, I mean, it's really, really neat. We did a 3-way call yesterday with one of our guys down in Puerto Rico, and we had the president of the IC on that call. And I had made a post about that. And the girl actually replied, she's like, oh, I love my company because my sponsor came up from Hawaii. Well, that's great that your sponsor did that. But I'm talking about the president and CEO of the company helping out with your business, reaching into your business because he cares. The president of this company actually reached out to the person he did the call for, to explain what was going on to this guy, and he's like, anything you need, you get a hold of me. I mean, you just don't find that everywhere. So, the integrity of this company, the vision that they have, I mean, everything is in place right here. For everybody. And I don't care what company you're in, because we all need to back up our computers. We all need, if we're in marketing, we need autoresponders. We need lead capture pages. We need web hosting. We need domain names. And that is all right here. So I don't care what company you're in, you should still look at the products because you're using them and spending way more money, over hundreds of dollars a month, on these products that we have that we get for $25 a month. So, it's so beautiful. And the other thing that we really liked about it is it's a company that is 12 years old. Just because people didn't know what that Spanish business was doesn't mean it hasn't been around. They started in 2002 as a software company, and then 21 months ago approximately now, they turned it into a home-based business down in Colombia because the people were hurting. So they really reached out to, and made a compensation plan that would be suitable for everybody. And then, John Gilardi, they talked about it at the convention. John would not leave Dwayne alone. That's how it got here. So, in 17 weeks, Michael and I have around 5,000 members on our team. John just hit over 8,000 members on his team, so it's been a snowball effect. Now, all these people that didn't have a prayer before, that have never made money, are calling me on Skype or they're messaging me on Facebook, and they're like, Jen, oh my God, I just made my first income I've ever made online before. I'm so excited. There's nothing better than that.
Long. Jen, how long did it take you?
For which level, sweetie?
Your first major breakthrough. For the average person that's been struggling, your first $2,000 month?
Our first month in Ingreso, we made 3,000.
Okay.
That was in November. We joined November 8th, I want to say. But I think the most powerful thing was the week before Christmas. Now, mind you, Michael and I made $9,000 in the month of December, in a time period that people say you cannot make money. The week before Christmas, Michael and I made $900, and we were so excited, you know, like, oh my God, yay, Christmas is next week. Now we can afford Christmas for our kids, because we were really stressing about that. And then I get a message from John. He's like, hey, congratulations on breaking that 900. You didn't upgrade. What the hell? And I'm like, damn it, you know. So it's like, you know what? He's a millionaire. He's a multimillionaire. Who am I going to listen to? Myself, who's broke, or am I going to listen to a guy that makes money? So I actually put the money into the $500 level that day. Michael's like, oh my God, honey, but Christmas is next week. I'm like, you know what? We have to do it. So we wrote it off as we weren't going to break that board until January. Well, what happened was from that week before Christmas till the day after Christmas, we actually made $4,000 that week. And we took a couple days off. We took a couple days off for Christmas. We took the day off before and the day of Christmas off. We opened our computer the day after Christmas to that $500 board, the one that we were so stressed about buying. We actually opened the computer to a check sitting there in my back office for $1,500. That's pretty crazy. At Christmas.
I have a feeling it's all up to you because us women, we push. Am I right?
I think she froze again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Adriana, but it looks like she froze again. Darn it, we lost her.
Yeah, she's gone.
It happens. I mean, you know, technology, you never know. But I think the fact that we've been able to get on here, kind of all, you know, share our stories, and I'll share just a bit of mine in just a little bit. I'm not going to be too long, and really explain to you how powerful this business is. I mean, you guys see the value. You see, you know, beyond the checks. The checks are meant to help from a marketing perspective, which it does. It gets people excited. People aren't going to be excited unless you see money, because it's making money. So that's there. But then there's also the value. There's additional things that are there. And, you know, honestly, for me, Ingreso means a lot, because a lot of people think you have to come in here with a you know, ridiculous marketing background, or you got to have all these tools and stuff initially, and Ingreso kind of gives you all of that. Tomorrow morning is going to be my first day in 10 years that I don't go and report to my corporate job. I was a marketing manager for an international IT firm. I mean, I made pretty good money with bonuses and everything else. You know, it was good, but I mean, look at this little girl on my lap. Who wants to leave her every day? I hated leaving her here at home. I hated having to be on meetings. So tomorrow, I'm going to wake up when I feel like it, with some coffee, make some breakfast, hang out with this little one, maybe work a few hours online, and that's just going to be it. And I've been able to do that because I sacrificed in the beginning. I put my ego to the side, because it would have been very easy for someone who's in corporate America to say, well, this doesn't make any sense, or I'm not going to sacrifice that. You have no idea the amount of sacrifice that we made to make this happen. But I am one of the few people that can say, you know what? I quit my job. I'm sitting here at home. My husband and I, we'll never work for anybody ever again a day in our life, because this little girl right here means everything to me. I don't want anyone else raising her. I don't want anyone else having to share moments or tell me moments that I missed while I was at work. And ultimately, that's what it comes down to.
Did you see what I posted on my wall? You keep being a good employee and work your 8-hour days, so you could one day graduate to be the office manager and work 12 hours a day.
Exactly. I mean, it's so simple. And women, we as women, you know, because this call is oriented towards women, you know, not everyone's a mom, but for those that are, you get it. You can't tell me you are hating right now, setting your alarm clock to wake up to go to a job right now. If you're doing it, make a decision that, you know exactly when you're going to quit. Put a date that you know you're going to put in everything that it takes to go ahead and quit your job, doing this business, working hard so you can be at home with your kids, raising your children the way that you see fit. it's really that simple. Everything starts with a decision. It really does. And I'm sitting here looking at the time. We've done really good on time, ladies. I thought it was going to take an hour. It's like 7:38. So I want to see if anybody has any questions. Unless you guys have anything you want to add right now before I try to find out if anyone has questions.
I would love people to ask questions because, we know what we know, but we don't know what they don't know. So
Exactly.
don't be shy. Open it up. It's
Exactly.
$50 for goodness sake. And then 25 a month after that, forever. We don't have upsells in the point, in the sense that we're going to bully you for not moving up. You move up when you have the money to, and you just, you know, do things. We're a very close-knit family, beautiful people. It's a good atmosphere. And very high-quality people. You got to look at John Gilardi, Pete Delmonico, Alfredo, Yunchi, me. We're all good people. So,
Okay, I'm trying to see if anybody has any questions. I didn't see any. I know personally the number one question I always get is that how fast can how long will it take me to make my first paycheck? Here's an honest to God answer.
honestly, I've seen a person make their first paycheck before the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Is that typical? No. But this kid came in running like a freaking firecracker. People do it in 3 days, a week. So it all depends on your effort and how much fire you have in you. It doesn't take brains to do it. It takes personality, it takes drive, it takes ambition, consistency, and passion. That's all it takes. Just kick him out of nowhere within a month. He's on top of the leaderboard, making more money than everybody in the company. So, there's encouragement right there.
I know another question I get is that the monthly payment, does that come out automatically? Can I how does that set up?
Well, the monthly payment, the nice thing is that the $50 is 125. So, because usually it's 3 times the face value. So it's, yeah, 125. So you would have $20 for your first month, for your next, not the first month. You don't pay it then. Your next 25 is already taken care of. The 100, you upgrade. And when you flip the 100, then you just always keep a reserve of 25. And in the back it will tell you, always transfer my funds through ACH or debit card or wire funds, but keep 25 minimum because you don't want to start bank transfers and get bank transfer fees for $25. You spend $30 for 25. So that's how I've.
Besides that, I'm not seeing any other major questions. Ladies on the panel, do you guys get any really common questions you want to address here so we can, just in case anyone has any questions?
Yeah, or put it in chat and we'll just keep checking. And remember, we will be doing this every Sunday night, so if it's a surprise to you, bring your friends, bring your girlfriends, whoever you feel comfortable with, and, come in with more questions, more enthusiasm, do your due diligence, and, hopefully by then we'll get you signed up and you can be on this too and get yourself some teammates.
Well, Jennifer was trying to hop back on, but she's having a few technical difficulties. So and it looks like I think Jackie may be having some technical difficulties as well. So it's perfect timing though, because it's 7:45. We want to give you guys back the rest of the night. We wanted to just give you guys perfect information. We like to keep it nice and sweet. Get ready to get back to their families. Now make sure that you get back to the person that brought you on this call. Get the link from them. Go ahead and sign up tonight. Don't wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow isn't promised. And you want to get
Tomorrow
on your
3 people on top of you that are super powerhouses, and you want to kick yourself in the butt after that.
exactly. So
It was so great to be on a panel with you again. I miss you, girl.
No, I know. I'm so happy we're on the same team, and I can't wait for the next event so we can all get together, go hang out, really. And this time, we're gonna have all women's party, no boys allowed.
And it's so cute when that guy said, "Can men watch?" And you're like, "Sure, boys can watch."
Sure, they can watch. We can't be on. Love it. Love it.
Okay, I will talk to you in the chat.
Alrighty. Bye, guys. Have a good evening.
Bye bye.